Hi, we're doing a subscriber investigation from Glass Eyes 074. So as you can see above me, I'm still trying to get used to the video where the cam is. So if I'm not looking direct at you, don't take it personally. I'm just trying to get equipped of it all. But I'm here now. So Glass Eyes 074, she asked me, or he, I don't know who you are, but they asked me that this was a nice thank you. So obviously she was mentioning about my other video, was wondering if you could do a reading on Jennifer Aniston's current love life. No worries if you can. So Glass Eyes 074, I'm finally here and I'm here to answer. So subscriber investigations is when you request something and I dive in. Yeah, it may take me a bit of time, but I get there in the end. So yeah, hopefully as I get used to this system, it'll be a little bit quicker. So we are going to look into Jennifer Aniston's love story. But first we need to bridge the gap before we do the scoop, before we do the prayer. It will be all time stamped, so you can skip to that if you so wish, if you already know. But so here is what my wonderful Jack has told me. Yeah. So a background. Well, so we know about Brad Pitt, and it wasn't a great experience, I would imagine. Well, talking from experience, but not like worldwide, because she had it publicly all over the papers and stuff. So, but you know, being cheated on can really have a knock-on effect in not just your relationship with the partner that's cheated, but with the people around who knew. You know, and you kind of get anxious of where you know, did they know about the situation, you know? So you've got there, because of so much of the distrust. So I can only imagine it was enough to cope with just the small group that I had, let alone the big worldwide world. So fair play to her to getting through that aspect. There was also a Justin Theroux, which was very public apparently, you know, leading her to say dating is a real challenge. And I quite agree with you. Mind you, I haven't really dated, to be honest. I don't ask. Now she's casually dating a Jim Curtis, a hypnotherapist and spiritual coach. They've been linked since July 2025, and the huge news is that he makes her feel safe and grounded, which is a total shift from her past. We are investigating whether spiritual connection is the real deal or necessary a life lesson. So I'll be touching on her past, present, and looking for future aspects. But before we begin, I'm going to say a little prayer to you. So for our Eric and the universe and the spirits, we're here to simply clarify and positive theme to carry us forward. I hope it might shed some light in your life, the life lessons that she's learning. Maybe you feel connected to Jennifer and what she's gone through over the years. So, you know, hopefully this will help you as well, you know, and also, like, you know, because we're nosy, we'll have a thing. All allegedly entertainment purposes only. They're just readings. They're not actual truths, you know, or factual, you know. But I'll give it a go. So we're simply here to clarify, right? I maintain bright light and open channel in this sacred space. Only the most gentle practice and helpful messages is allowed to flow through my decks. I'm now ready to see the lessons, and so it is. So let's get nosy. Let's investigate. Right. And I need a drink. Already I feel puffed out. So Jack has given me some questions, and I've done kind of a, you know, my card spread. So I'm doing the cute ghost tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. So past questions. What energy block did her past relation serve to highlight and find her? Seems complicated. That's me. I ain't that deep. Let's look at her, what's going on with, the past. What are her thoughts and feelings about the past, right? So let's have a look. So her past thoughts and her thoughts and feelings, So straight away when I look at that card, it's like I woke up. I woke up. It woke me up. So what does she mean by woke up? It certainly did taught her something, and it certainly taught her something about herself. So she kind of grew. Well, we all grow from relationship experiences, but look, can you see the leaves there, like the shoots that's coming out? So although there was fireworks there, there was inspiration that came from her past that she learned, okay, about what relationship meant for her. It kind of inspired her into what she was looking for the future. Yeah. So it kind of like she was more open and observant about what she wanted in a relationship. It ignited something in her. So when I think about past relations, I feel flat. I feel, I wouldn't say completely dead inside, but I just didn't feel I could be myself around them. I couldn't express myself enough. Where she was looking for, she started to look for someone where something that she can really connect with, which would make sense with what Jack was saying, that she said that she feels grounded with this person, right? So she's not touching on the heartache, it's more touching on the recent events, so her thoughts and feelings around this, her thoughts and feelings around about relationships in the past. She kind of took the singlehood quite happily, so it was like after the bombshell and everything that sort of like turned to dust, should we say, right? It was almost like I know my role and where I need to be now, and I would rather be single and stay single than be in a relationship that I feel held back. So I feel like she felt quite held back in certain relationships, that she couldn't, she didn't, they didn't enlighten her enough, that she felt secure in herself. Okay, so her present situation. So her present situation with this chap. So her energy. His energy. And what brings them together. Did they know each other before? Were they aware of each other in the past? Because I feel you got the Six of Cups here. Or is it because they felt like they felt familiar, like a soul connection, familiarity here? He is a spiritual teacher, so he is open to that aspect. We got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the card. But I'm sweating here, look. I'm drawn to the face. So, something's going off. Something's not quite right in this relationship. Jennifer, she's feeling very stressed about the relationship right now. Three of Sticks, he's not really paying attention. He's not really taking any notice. He's kind of looking in the future, but look, he's got two sticks, so it's almost like he's leaving something behind. More information on the nine of blades. More information on the Nine of Blades. I don't think it's all that, to be honest. Don't think it's all that. Yeah, look. She feels there's a lack of commitment on in the relationship. There's an unsurety, and it's causing a great amount of stress here, allegedly. It's like I'm getting something's missing. It's not what I set up for. It's not what I was hoping for. Okay. So more on the Three Sticks on his part. I wouldn't say he finds her overbearing. I wouldn't say that. I would say he finds her intimidating. He finds the situation intimidating. It brings up something to the surface in that, and he's choosing to ignore it. So he sees her as the Queen of Sticks, organizer, very creative, very inner power, which would represent with the Ace of Wands up here. And he sees that she's a very strong person, but he's ignoring her advances right now. Something is stirring up in him. Okay. So their strengths in the relationship, their strengths. And their weaknesses. There's definitely an attunement with them. But it's old news. What the frig is old news? What? It brings up stuff for the both of them. The dynamics have changed to what it was from like the beginning. I feel like something is stirring up around their personal life, there's a divide going on. I feel it is presenting itself. So what key elements was stirring up for Jennifer? So what's stirring up for Jennifer? rebirth, unconditionally non-conformant. Rebirth, unconfidility, non-conformant. She's not feeling satisfied. She's wanting something more from this. It's almost like, are we gonna move forward now? I'm gonna drop the hint. I'm not gonna actually say it because I want it to come from you, but what is your purpose now? High education, beliefs and wisdom. Apprenticed. He's still new to the game of dating and being around women and the comfortableness of being around women. He's got some limited beliefs that's affecting him. So although he's got, like, he's connected like spiritually and stuff like that, there is some wounds that hasn't healed that he needs to heal. Okay. So what's their connection now? What's their connection? What? I already asked that. So look, there's a trapped feeling. They're both anxious about this. So what's lacking in this relationship? What's lacking in this relationship? Clarity. They're not communicating. Both of them are not communicating. The only way this relationship is going to move is actually speak how they feel. It's surface level bullshit, basically, bullcrap. So they're sniping at each other or making digs, but they're not literally doing anything, and it's causing upset and a disconnect in the relationship with the 5 of Cups. 2 cups is a remaining, so that says to me that it can be resolved. But there's definitely a change in the dynamics in the relationship to what it was once. Why can't I have like a reading that is like, it's so, you know, it's romantic and like it's super cool. It just seems to bring up things to the surface. Doesn't mean this relationship's going to end, but let's have a look. So what is the dynamics in the future? What is the dynamics in the future? They really need to work at it. They really need to pull together and work at this and start taking charge of their emotional needs. Then they can be, then they'll be open and there'll be willingness to balance things out. This guy's being very immature. We got the King of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. The offer's not good enough. Okay. So he's being a bit manipulating, this person. I'm not disliking his energy, but he's coming across a bit of a wimp, if you ask me. Sorry, that's how it, you know, I could be wrong. You know, allegedly, entertainment purposes only, but he's coming across as a bit of a wimp, especially with the Knight of Cups there. You want a man, not a boy. So he's not, yeah, look. There's an imbalance in the relationship that's causing problems. And I feel it's on his end. I feel, you know, although I say there's a lack of communication, that they're not talking, I'm not sure if it's Jennifer that's causing the problems. I think it's this guy that's causing the problems. He's doing avoidance, and he may be using his work to avoid actually connecting with her. So he's got to sacrifice and make himself vulnerable to this relationship for it to move forward. But again, we've got a knight again. So it's not looking good on his part, to be honest. So how does Jen feel about the full, about the relationship right now, allegedly? Okay, so it's not factual. How does she feel about it right now? She's not letting her power, she's not letting anyone take her power away. She's very open to the relationship. She does look for him. She feels this is fated. She feels that this relationship is fated. Okay. But she's also feeling that the connection is just, it's not working right now. She's honoring him time to figure things out. Yeah, she's willing to, I think she'd be willing to give it time for it to resolve, but she does want the change, so she wants a bit more of a stronger commitment. I'm not sure she's going to get it, to be honest. With the Ten of Swords, I think she's going to feel like she's been betrayed. Yeah, look, conflict. She wants him to take action. But I really don't feel he's gonna right now. Will things change for the future? What's the potential for this relationship for the future? What's the potential for the future in this relationship? Because it can be a glitch. We all go through problems. Six of Swords. Heartache and breakup. I hate this. This is when I don't like doing love readings. I think Jennifer's going to try and hold on to this relationship, although she knows it's going south. She wants it to work. So I think they're going to hold on together, but I think there's going to be, it's not, yeah. She does respect him. She does respect him as a person, as what, you know, what he does and everything like that. She sees good potential in him, but he's got some wounds he needs to heal. Yeah. I mean, we all can say, don't we all? Don't we all? Okay, so action that Jennifer can take in this current situation. Action. What advice would Spirit go with the action? Anticipation. is like reading the room is like reading is I think that's anticipation. But to me it's about reading the room. It's about taking charge of my own shit and not putting it on somebody else. Not that I'm finger pointing here. And go, her go where she naturally needs to go. She's already, well, she's stressed anyway because the Nine of Swords, but she's already patterns are starting to occur that reminds her of the past. So yeah, I think she needs to sort of like pull back and reserve her energy of what she puts into the relationship and see if he comes forward in the relationship, before she sacrifices everything. Here. She's really trying not to take control. She's really trying to allow him some reins for him to take the initiative, because she wants him. She's looking for a male, where they can both be aligned with male female energy, connection and stuff. And he's not. I think he struggles with that because he can't. It's triggered something in him. So maybe he's a preacher, not a doer. Maybe. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? What do you think? I mean, I don't really know the whole story behind it. Is there elements of this that's come out? Let me know in the comments below. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see happy endings. But yeah, it does. He needs to pull his finger out of his, and start showing initiative. There. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it as that. So we're going to do a closing down prayer. I didn't do the questions that because I felt, I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest, with the reading, but never mind. So yeah, if you're in a kind of a relationship of where communication is the biggest breakdown in relationships over the years, when I've been in relationships, you've got to know if you're both on the same page, and where you're going into the future. And I mean, they've been dating since July. I mean, I suppose it's still new if you think about it. July, August, September. So it's about 3 months, unless they were seeing one another on the quiet before they became public. So it's still fairly new, but I feel Jennifer is gonna be, within the 6 months, she's gonna want a little bit more of established relationship. Although they're acknowledged that they are together, there's some elements there that she's was hoping it'll go a bit further. But he's not really giving key points of, like, it's not showing that he wants to see her as much as she was hoping for, if you know what I mean. So she's supporting him, but he doesn't seem to be really supporting her strongly like he did in the beginning. It seems like he's pulled back his energy. Right, so here we go. Closing prayer. I give thanks to Eric and a joyful energy that gives us a single message of clarity. I now gently, firmly release the energy of this short reading. So I ask for a blanket of peace and inspired energy to surround everyone watching. you have your guidance. Go forward with light, and I'll see you on the other side. And so it is. And thank you for Glass Eye 074, sorry it was late, for the incredible request. Don't forget to look in the description box for the full for any links, or you know, if you want to look at other videos. And yeah, I was disappointed. I gotta be honest. This is why I don't like doing romance. But here we go. It's one of my pet peeves, but it's got to be done. It's part of life, innit? Anyway, take care, and I'll see you on the other side.